For our next question, they'll give us an image and they'll ask us a few questions related to that image. Right? So this is the image and the first question is, the picture depicts a theory of use or disuse of organs. Name it. We already know that this is the theory of Lamarckism, right? Second question related to this image is, name the scientist who proposed it, who put forth this idea. We know that the name of the scientist is John Baptist Lamarck, right? So he proposed this idea of Lamarckism. Third question is, give one example and explain the theory with its help. So the example that we are going to use is the same example given over here, that of a giraffe. First, let's explain it. According to Lamarck, organisms either show activity or laziness, because of which there are morphological changes in their body, and these changes are passed on to the next generation. In case of giraffe, what he said was, the ancestors of the giraffe were short and they used to initially only browse on the leaves of the smaller trees, but then once those leaves had gotten exhausted, they were tempted to eat the leaves on the taller trees, for which they stretched their neck. An example of activity which led to a morphological change. In this case, the morphological change was increasing the length of the neck, and according to Lamarck, this morphological change was passed to the next generation. So the next generation of giraffe that were already born with a slightly taller neck. Let's have a look at the answer. Lamarck said that the morphological changes occur gradually, either due to specific activities or laziness of a particular organism. An example, as we discussed, is that of a giraffe. The neck is long due to browsing on the leaves of the tall plants by extending their necks. Last question is, why was this theory disproved? The theory was disproved because we observe that morphological changes do happen because of activity or laziness, but these changes are not passed on to the next generation, a big flaw in the theory. So Lamarck's theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics were disproved because the modifications brought about in an individual are not transferred to the next generation. They remain in that particular generation, not passed on to the next generation.